This problem states the chemical reaction for the generation of gas in a car safety airbag is given by the following equation, which is shown here. What mass of nitrogen is produced if there are 130 grams of NaN3 used in the reaction? So the two most important things in this problem is mass of nitrogen, because that's what you want to find, and 130 grams of NaN3, because that's telling you what you're going to start with. So again, starting with 130 grams of NaN3. Now, if we're starting with grams and we want to find the grams of one of the products, we're going to go from grams to moles back to grams. So in order to make the transition from grams to moles, we need to calculate the total mass of grams of NaN3. Na has a mass of 22.990. So we'll add that to the mass of nitrogen, which is 14.007. And because nitrogen has a 3, we need to multiply that mass by 3. When calculated, we will get 65.011 grams of NaN3. And again, because we're trying to get from grams to moles, we'll write 1 mole of NaN3. So the grams that we started with and the grams from the first step will cancel out. And we're left with 1 mole of NaN3. Now in the second step, we want to go from moles of NaN3 to the moles of what we want to find, which is nitrogen. So we're going to reference our equation. So we're going to write 2 moles of NaN3. And again, trying to make the transition from moles of NaN3 to moles of nitrogen, we'll reference our equation again, and we'll write 3 moles of N2. So the moles NaN3 from the first step and moles NaN3 from the second step will cancel out. And we are left with moles of N2. Now in the third step, we want to make the transition from moles N2 to grams of N2. So we'll write 1 mole of N2, and to make the transition from moles of N2 to grams of N2, we need to calculate the total mass of N2. So again, we said N has a mass of N has a mass of 14.007, and again, because it has a 2, we'll multiply that mass by 2. So when calculated, we'll get 28.014 grams of N2. So moles N2 from the second step and moles N2 from the third step will cancel out. And we are now left with what we wanted to find, which was grams of N2. So taking us back to the beginning of the equation, whatever we start with will always be over 1. So now all you have to do is calculate. So we'll multiply 130 times 1 times 3 times 28.014. all over 1 times 65.011 times 2 times 1. And when calculated, we will get 84.03 grams of N2. And this will be the final answer.